Hey everybody, Shawn here. Welcome to my studio. I'm coming at you with another pedal demo. This one's a boost pedal and it's made by Friedman amplification. It's called the Buxom Boost. There it is there. Really great versatile boost pedal. It's different to me in that it's not a typical boost pedal where essentially you can just send more gain to the front end of your amp and then have the boost pedal kind of add its own character to it. This one is way more versatile than that. So let's go right into the controls. Let's start with the EQ section. Now this EQ section, the mid and bass are boost only. So when they're all the way to the left, that's essentially flat. And then the treble is cut and boost, and it's indented in the 12 o'clock position to show you where flat is. So yeah, top left, mid, boost only. Top center, bass, that's boost only. And then top right is your treble, which is cut and boost, and it's indented. Now on the bottom row, you've got your tight control. Now the tight control, basically when you sweep it counterclockwise or to the left, you're going to get more lows and less highs. And as you start sweeping it to the right, clockwise, you're going to get less lows, more highs, and more mids. And it's really nice for custom tailoring tones, anything from like a pushed mid tone all the way up to like a treble boost tone. And then of course on the right you have your boost control, and that's exactly what it does. It'll go from essentially off to pretty much killing the front end of your amp. There's a ton of usable decibels there that you're able to push. Now there is a toggle switch on there, and that's to bypass the EQ, which I really appreciate because it makes it easier to dial in. Like say you get your tight control kind of where you want it, and you want to just add maybe a little bit of mid or a little bass. What's really cool is you can leave all that stuff flat, bump the EQ on in the EQ position, and it's still essentially flat until you start rolling those controls up or down. So it's a really well thought out design. And of course it's true bypass, 9-volt DC on the front there, and then the ins and outs are on the sides. So yeah, without further yammering on, let's check out this Buxom Boost by Friedman Amplification. Okay, you guys, let's take a listen to this Buxom Boost. I'm going to use my Sir Classic Pro Stratocaster into the Dirty Shirley 40-watt amp. Now, normally I would dial this amp pretty darn clean if I was demoing, say, a distortion pedal or an overdrive or even a fuzz pedal. But in this case, I'm going to leave it a little bit broken up so that you can really hear what this boost pedal does, because that's really what boost pedals are designed for, is to hit amps that are just kind of slightly broken up and then take them over the edge and be able to sonically enhance however you wish. So here is the just the amp and the guitar. And here is the Buxom Boost. So as you can hear, bigger, more gain. This is kind of where I started with it when I did the just that opening riff for the performance. I maybe had a little bit less boost, but that's kind of where I got into the. So without it, I started here. Just gave me that little bit of edge and a little bit more gain. I wasn't really going for like an extreme, at least for that sound, because I wanted to use the extremes, the more boost for solos. So let's dig into this. Let's just listen to the tight control first. Now basically you roll it to the left, you're going to get more lows, less highs. As you start rolling it to the right, you're going to get less lows, more highs, and more mids. And it really will get into kind of treble booster land as you crank that thing clockwise. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll it all the way to the left, do a little bit more boost. So you can hear it's a really nice, usable sweep. Very musical. So let's just check out how much boost this guy will do, and I'll hopefully not kill my DAW. So you can go from kind of a unity thing that's about unity. And you can start rolling up from there. So we're getting quite a bit of boost and definitely getting some volume level there. What I really dig now that we can hear the amount of boost on tap is we can really start looking at how this tight control works really well, because as you start really cranking that boost, you're going to get more low end, but you can start rolling the tight switch to the right. So there's all kinds of tones you can dial just manipulating those two controls. Now what we'll dig into is let's listen to what you can do with the EQ. The EQ's been bypassed this whole time, and the way it works is the mid and bass are essentially boost-only controls. So those are flat when they're all the way to the left, and the treble is a cut and boost control, and it's indented in the center at 12 o'clock to show that it's flat. So the way I would recommend using that is to keep it bypassed until you're kind of where you like the tight control, along with how you have your gain set up. Like say you dig that sound, but you just want some more mid. So if I were to engage the EQ right now, you're not going to hear much difference because it's set flat. We can start adding mids to this. Now you could, really be digging that, but wanting just a little bit more, almost kind of the 4x12 low end, well, you can start rolling in the bass. So that's no EQ. And same thing, you could find that you want to add, or let's say maybe it's a little too kind of bitey up top and you want to have it sound a little bit darker. Almost more kind of brown sound. You go the other way and make it brighter. Here's without the EQ. So you can hear there's just a ton of tones, all kinds of variables and combinations that you can find just by spending a little bit of time with the box. I like it because it's not just your typical boost where it adds, you know, some gain to the front end and a little bit of its own character. I mean, you can really custom tailor your solo tones and rhythm tones. So yeah, that concludes this demo. If you've got any questions, reach out to Friedman at friedman.com. And as always, thank you so much for tuning into my videos, and please subscribe if you're enjoying them. And yeah, I've got more to come. Thanks, guys.